Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to our live class today. I trust you're doing well. So if you can hear me, if you can see me, I am reading the chat now, seeing shadows. If you can hear me, you can see me. I'm reading the chat and I would like to read your comments. Hello, bonjour, bonjour, bienvenue. So we're about to start our live now. Okay. Please kindly confirm you can see me. Kindly confirm you can hear me. Let me just see this very clear. Okay. So today we are doing French numbers. We are doing French numbers today. I'm waiting to see your comments. Okay, so if you are here, we are doing French numbers today, and I hope you're ready to learn how to pronounce numbers and how to say numbers in French. Let's see that. So we're doing 1 to 100, and we hope and trust to finish up today. Of course, not so we don't take so much time to that. So now French numbers. If you joined in, you can just tell us where you're joining in from, and we'd like to hear from you. We'd like to know where you're joining us from. Okay? So you can just drop a comment, you can drop your bonjour, you can drop your salut, you can drop your comments. We'd like to know where you are joining us from. Okay, so numbers in French starting from 1 to 100. So our focus is going to start from here. Okay? So numbers 1 to 100. We'll be starting from 1 to 10 first. How do we pronounce these numbers in French? That's what we'll be looking at. How do we pronounce these numbers to French? How good do you know your French numbers? How good do you know your French numbers? That is what we'll be looking at in today's class. All right, so I hope you're ready. So 1 in French is pronounced un. It's spelled UN, but it's pronounced un. But first, let's talk about what is numbers in French? How do we pronounce numbers in French? We call it nom. Okay, sorry, this marker is already gone. Nom, like this. That is how you pronounce numbers in French. This is how it is spelled, but it is pronounced as nom. It's nom. Nom. That is how you pronounce numbers in French. So it's not nombre or nombres. Why? Because this ES is not pronounced most times at the end of the word. So that's why I said nombre. 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 Numbers. Very good. If you're just joining in, we'd like to know where you're joining in from. Drop your salut and tell us where you're joining us from in this live class. Okay, so nombre is how you pronounce numbers in French. So now let's go from 1 to 100. But starting from 1 to 10. So 1 is un. Un. Deux. Deux. So it's D-E-U-X, but the X is not pronounced at the end. Take note of that. This X is not pronounced at the end. That's why I said do and not dos. All right? That explains why I said do and not dos. So 2 is pronounced do in French. Good. And then the next one we're looking at is trois. 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 So you'll be wondering, why is it pronounced as trois? Why is it not pronounced as choice? Not to worry. The pronunciation will be explained to you in class. It's pronounced as toi because OI in French gives the wa sound. OI in French gives the wa sound. And of course, we are not going to pronounce the S at the end here too. So that explains why it is toi. Don't say choice. Don't say choice. No, 3 is toi in French. Okay. And then 4 is quatre. 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 Not quatre. Yes. Don't try to pronounce the R-E at the end here. So it's pronounced quatre. 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 Very good. And then the next is 5. 5 is pronounced as cinq. 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 So I know you are saying C-I-N-Q. And as an English speaker, you're tempted to say sink or sing. It's cinq. Why? Because the A-N in French gives the A sound. Alright? Sorry, the I-N in French gives the A sound. Like when you have F-I-N, it's fin. Fin. Not fin. Right? You have C-I-N-Q, it's sunk. 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 Not sink. Why? Because the I-N is pronounced A in French. Please take note of this. Okay, if you are just joining in, we'd like to see your chats, we'd like to see your comments, salut, and let us know where you're watching us from. Okay? So I know that we are together in this class. Good. So let's not forget 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can begin and you know the numbers already, but you're not good with the pronunciations. So sit down and learn. Watch how I'm pronouncing it and try to practice it too as you listen to me. Okay? And the next is 6. 6. So you know English will tell you 6. 6. But French will tell you 6. 6. Pronounced like S-I-S. 6. 6. Good. That is how you pronounce 6 in French. In French, it's pronounced 6. 6. Correct. And then 7 is pronounced 7. 7. 7. So you can see that it is spelled S-E-P-T. But we did not pronounce the P in it. I did not say sept. I said set. 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 Why? The P is not pronounced. So the right way to pronounce 7 is set. Okay, I can see. So like salut, I'm not sure what to say, but hello, bonjour, welcome. Okay, let's pronounce like 6, that's our 7. Then 7 is pronounced as set, like S-E-T. Good. And then 8 is wheat. 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 So yeah, the T is pronounced actually as well. Now it's pronounced neuf. 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 Good. And then 10 is this. 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 Good. So that is how the French number is pronounced. Okay, that's Alfred. Okay, Alfred, I think I got what you said now. So 6 is 6, 7 is set, 6 is 6, 6, like S-I-S, and 7 is set. Okay, so let's try it too. From 1 to 10 again. But don't forget, if you are just joining, we said, how do we pronounce numbers in French? And we wrote it here, numb, 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 not nombre, not nombres, but what? Numb. Why? Don't pronounce this ES. Leave it. Don't pronounce it. All right? So that's why I say numb. So 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'll look at you now and try to pronounce it one by one. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. So I hope you pronounced it just like that. So that is how you say 1 to 10 in French, right? That's the right way to say 1 to 10 in French. So now let's go from 11 to 20, right? We've done 1 to 10. Now let's focus on 11 to 20. So how do you pronounce 11 to 20 in French? But let's go faster from 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. That's the numbers. If you're just joining in, we'd like to know where you're joining us from. Alfred, we'd like to know where you're joining us from too as well. Okay, so now let's go to 11 to 20. So 11 is pronounced as onze, 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 onze. Good. 12 is pronounced as douze, douze, douze. Good. 13 is pronounced as treize, treize. See, I'm sure you can hear all the Z sound at the end. You have to pay attention to that. Okay? So 11 is pronounced as onze, onze. 12 is douze, douze. 13 is treize, treize. 14 now. It's a bit tricky, but don't worry, you got it. 14 is quatorze. This is it. It's pronounced quatorze. So I know that French learners that speak English, we are tempted to say quatorze. The QUA is pronounced as K. So it is what? Quatorze. 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 So don't try to pronounce it the way you pronounce it in English. Why? Because QUA is pronounced as K. Quatorze. Is not quinze, it's quinze, quinze, quinze. Very good. 16 is seize, seize, seize. Good. So you can see from 11 to 16, we have the Z sound. From 11 to 16, we have the Z at the end of it. So let's go together. 11, onze, douze, treize, quatorze, quinze, seize. Let's go together. Onze, douze, treize, quatorze, quinze, seize. Very good. So that is it from 11 to 16. Now let's continue. When it gets to 17, it gets different. 17 now becomes combination of numbers. See now, 17, 17, 17. So how do we come about that? This set, that is 10 is this, right? 7 is set. You can see it's simple. So don't forget we did 10 earlier. 10 is this, this. 7 is set. So 17 is like adding 10 and 7, this set, this set. And then 18 is like adding 10 and 8, this width, this width. You can say this is 10, width is 8. So 18 is what? This width, this width. And then 19 also applies. 19 is a combination of 10 and 9, this nef, this nef, this nef. You can see it. And then 20 is pronounced 20. Don't forget, it's not 20. Why? We said earlier when we were doing number 5 that IN in French is pronounced as un. Un. So 20 is not 20. 20 is what? 20. 20. 20. 20. Take note of that. Okay? So let's go one more time and then we continue from 21. I hope you're getting it. Because I would like to see our chat. I would like to see our comments. If you're here, you're learning, you are understanding what we're saying, because I like to see your chat, and let's just, that will help to know that you're understanding what we are doing very well, and it's really sinking in, okay? So let's go again from the combination of, so like I said, 17 is a combination of 10 and 7, this set. 18 is a combination of 10 and 8, this width. 19 is a combination of 10 and 9, this left. 20 is 20 is not a combination. It's just 20. 20. Okay, all right. I can see. Okay, good. Okay, Omalade says, oui, madam. Okay, well done, Omalade. I'm happy to know that you're learning. Others, we can also drop our comments and, let's know that we are here together and you're getting it. All right. So I would like us to quickly run through 1 to 20 again, just to perfect the pronunciation. So you might have to come back to this live, to go through it again, watch it again, and perfect your pronunciation. So let's see it from 1 to 20 again, okay? I'm doing this for you because I really want you to get it. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 1 to 10. Now let's go to 11 to 20 now. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Very simple. Okay, I can see our chat. Oluwafumike, bonjour. Uche, salut, bonjour. Oluwafumike, bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. So happy to have everyone here. So we're done from 1 to 20. Now let's see how to write from 20 to 30. All right? I'm going to bring it down this way. Okay. And I hope it's clear. Board is big, so I have to make sure it's okay. All right. Is it clearer now? Okay. So now, we'll now continue from 20 to 30. So, of course, we already learned that 20 is 20. Don't forget, it's 20, not 20. It's 20. Because I beg you, get this thing and you start pronouncing French words like a pro. IN is pronounced as un. So that's why 20 is 20. That's why 5 is 5. That's why I said FIN is fin. So please take note of this. All right, so now we want to continue. 21. 21. So, French is a combination of numbers. I'm just going to put it that way for you. It's combining numbers. I'm going to show you in this class how you're going to do that as a beginner. And if you're here, you know numbers before, I trust and believe you're going to also perfect the pronunciation in this class. Okay, so 21 is 21. So let me show you something. 20 is 20. 1 is 1. So we just have this A added for only 21. Do you get that? For only 21. That's why you have the ET, A, in between 20 and 1. Do you see that? Good. So now once it's 22, just put your 20 and 2. There is no A again like we had in 21. So 22 is 22. Don't forget, 20 is 20, 2 is do. So just add it together. 22. You see it? 23 is 23. That is 20 and then 3. 20 is 20, 3 is 3. That's it. So 23 meaning what? 23. 24. 24. You see it? It's simple. Just put your 20 and put the number. But don't forget, the only place you add your A, when we had 21, it's only for 21. That's why you add the A in between 20 and 1. You see it? But for the other ones, 22 is just 22. 23, 23. 24, 24. 25, 25. 26, 26. 27, 27. 28, 28. 29, 29. And then 30 is not 30, it is 30. 30. 30. Do you see it? French is such a beautiful language. Just get the pronunciation and you're good to go. So I hope we're enjoying the class. I hope we're learning. I'd like to see more comments to know that we're actually enjoying and understanding what I'm explaining in this class. Very important. So you can see, like I said, it's a combination of numbers. 21, that's 21. 22, 22. And just add it down, down, down to 30. So 30 is what? 30. It's not 30. It's 30. 30. 30. Why? This E is not pronounced. And you see this EN? EN gives the on sound in French. So I know you want to say 30, but it is 30. 30. 30. 30. Please take note of that. So now let's get to 31. I'm going to write it here. All right, I'm going to write it here. I'm going to do from 31, and I would like others to, complete it for me as we are moving on. Okay, now let's look at it. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so look at 31. What would it be? It will be 30 et 1. You can say the same thing I said in 21. It's the same with 31. 31. 31. 31. Now, what is 32? I would like to hear from my audience. 32 is 32. We are not adding the A again in this place. It's just like that. 33, 30. I like to see our comments, our chats. 33, 33. Now what is 34? 34. Now what is 35? 35. What is 36? 36. 37. 37. 38. 38. 39. 39. I hope we can see that. If you can't see, just that it's a combination of the 30 and the number. So you can see it, 31, 32. So just put the number, just add the 30 and put the number at the front. That's simple. That's really quite simple. So now, I hope we understand how to, add the numbers in French. So let's come to 30 and 40 rather. Okay, so don't forget, 10 is this, 10 is this, 20 is 20, 30 is 30. So now let's go to 40, but I'm just going to state it for you and see if you can just try to complete it, but we might not finish everything today, because when it gets to 70, the number changes, it gets a bit different, and you might have to do that in another class. Okay, permit me to write this very clearly. Okay. Okay, just had to put that very clearly for us. So now, when it comes to 40, don't forget I've told you earlier that 40, QUA is not qua. Okay, QUA is ka. So 40 is 40. 40. 40. 40. So 41 will be what? 41. 42. 42. Just add the 40 and add your do. That's 42. 43, add your 40 and add your 3. 43. 44, 44. 45, 45. 46, 46. 47, 47. 48, 48. 49, 49. Simple. And then the next one is what? 50. 50. 50. So let's go to 10. Don't forget, 10 is this, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, and then 50 is 50. All right, so 50, that is 50. Okay, so it's a bit easy, right? You want to know 51 now. You know that it is 41. 41. 52. Sorry, missing it, sorry. 51, 51. Sorry about that. 51, 51. 51. You know that when it's 51, that's when you add the A in between the second and 1. Right? 52, 52. 53, 53. 54, 54. 55, 55. 56, 56. 57, 57. 58 58. 59 59. So don't forget, if you are joined late, you have to come back to this live and see when we stay there from 1 to 10. Like you have to know from 1 to 20 before you can guess the remaining numbers correctly. So it's very, very important. All right? And 60 is soixante. Soixante. So don't forget, it's not soy, it's soa. Because OI is what? Wa. So soa. Soixante. Soixante. And don't forget, this AN is pronounced as on. So don't say soixante or soixante. No, that is your English pronouncing. So it's pronounced as what? Soixante. Soixante. 60. Good. So 61 is what? Soixante un. 62, 62. 63, 63. 64, 64. 65, 65. 66, 66. 67, 67. 68, 68. 69, 69. But there's something special about 100. You know, from the 30, you can relate that 30 is like from the 3, right? You can relate that 40 is from 40 is from the 4. 50 is from the 5. 60 is from the 6. But 70, you cannot get it like that. 70 is a combination of number. It's a combination of 60 and 10. A combination of what? 60 and 10. If you're in this class, you're just joining, you're learning something, I'd like to see your comments and let me know you're understanding the class very well. Okay? So as I said, 70 is a combination of what? 60 and 10. 60 is soixante, right? You can see it here. What is 10? This. So soixante, this is our 70. And then, I want to tell you 71. I know some persons will be tempted to say soixante dix un. No. No, 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 no. 71 is a combination of 70 plus, a combination of 60 plus 11. That is 70. So what is 60? 60 is soixante. What is 11? Onze. Let me write this better. Do you see that? Sorry. So 70 is what? Soixante onze. Good. Sorry, 71 rather is soixante onze. Okay. I can see, sorry. I'm trying to read the comment. Sorry, 71. Thank you, Lisa. 71, soixante onze. So the combination of 60 plus 11. You can see that. So now what will 72 be? 72 will be 60 plus 12. Do you see that? It will now be what? Soixante. Soixante what? 12. So permit me to bring it to 11 to 20. Just a minute. Can we all see the board? Is it clear? 11 to 20. So look at it. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You see it? That's the combination. You can see it. So now, you know that you want to say 71. I told you earlier. It's 60 plus 11. Soixante onze. You see it? 72 is 60 plus 12. Soixante douze. Let me just write the soixante here. Soixante is 60. Do you understand? You want to say 73. It is 60 plus 13. Soixante-treize. Do you get it now? 74 is 60 plus 14. Soixante-quatorze. You see that? 75 is 60 plus 15. Soixante-quinze. Do you see that? 76 is 60 plus 16. Soixante-seize. 77 is 60 plus 17. Soixante-dix-sept. 78 is 60 plus 18. 78. 79 is 60 plus 19, 79. So you get it now. You see why we have to start from 1 to 20. But went to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Because once it gets to 70, it gets different. There is no special name for 70. Don't forget that. 10 is this, 20 is 20, 30 is 30, 40 is 40, 50 is 50, 60 is 60. But 70 now is now a combination of 60 and 10, 70. So now when you want to now break it down, 71, don't forget 60 and 11, 60 and 12. So please don't be tempted to say 60, 10 and 1. No, that's not correct. Okay, so let's come back to here. We're almost rounding up. I'm about to explain the remaining part to us in the coming class. Okay, so now look at it. 80 is now is what? 80. Okay, we're done with 79. Don't forget 79 is 78. So it's 79 rather. 79. That's 60 plus 19. So look at it. 80 now is 80. Don't worry, I'm going to explain it for you. So it's like saying 4 times 20 equals to what? 80. That's a very simple way you can get it. 4 times 20, that's how you get the math. So you can remember 80. 80. 80. So how do we come by that? 4 is 4. 20 is 20. You see that? That's your 80 in French. That's your 80 in French. 80. 80. 80. Take note of that. 80. Good. So 81, 81, 82, 82, 83, 83, 84, 84, 85, 85. Okay, I actually want you to participate and write it in the chat. You can write it in the chat. Okay, sorry. 86, please. 86, moving about. 87, 87, 88, 88, 89, 89, and then 90 is the same as we had with 70. So 90 is 90, 90, 90. So it's like saying, don't worry, it's like saying 4, right, times 20 plus 10. It's a very crazy math, right? Like saying 80 plus 10, 90. That is 90. So with 91 be, don't forget, 91 will be 91, right? It will not be 80 plus 11, like we did earlier for 70, right? 92 will not be 92. 93 will not be 93. 94 will not be 94. 95, 95. 96, 96. 97, 97. 98, 98. 99, 99. And then 100 is pronounced son. That is how you pronounce it. It's not cents, please. It is son. Don't forget when we did 30. When we did 30, we did 30. Why? Because we said that EN is pronounced as what? Don't forget. And this T is not pronounced. So that is where we are going to stop in today's class. Son, son, son. So I hope and believe that you had great time in our live class today. Sorry. I hope and believe that you learned something in today's live class. So you can go back, listen to the pronunciation again. Try to pronounce like the French, right? Don't forget when we said 10 is this, 20 is 20, 30 is 30, 40 is 40, 50 is 50, 60 is 60, 70 is combination of 60 and 10, 70, 80 is 80, 90, 90, and 100 is 100. So that will be the end of today's class. I trust and believe you have learned something in today's class. And I would like to see if you have learned something. Okay, Uche says, merci beaucoup, madame. Yeah, Dorian, je t'en prie. You're welcome. I'm happy that you've learned something in today's class. So go and digest this number. Don't worry. In the next session, the next class, we might have like a class work where we get to do addition of numbers, get to talk about the time in French. Because you need numbers to talk about the time. You need numbers to talk about money. You need numbers to talk about like I want to buy 5 trousers. Oh, I want to get 50 ice creams. You get what I'm saying? You need numbers. So that's why it's very important you know this. Okay, we have Kobe Desta says, good morning from Ghana. Sally, we are so happy to have you here. And we trust that you've learned something into this class. We trust you had a good time with the numbers. So if you did not join in on time, please go back and watch it again. And you know how much I spend time in explaining pronunciations for you, because I don't just want you to learn, but I want you to also learn with the pronunciation, so you get to speak like the French you are learning. Thank you, merci beaucoup, thank you. Okay, Oluwafumike says, merci madame. Kobe Desta, bonjour from Ghana, bonjour. And of course, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Someone on your contact, a friend of yours that really needs this French, that might maybe want to travel out to Canada for relocation purpose, and needs this French to travel out. You are that solution. You could share this video to that friend. Help that friend. I just learned numbers and I want to share it with you freely. You're not paying for it. It's free, right? So don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Merci à tous. Bisous. Au revoir, tout le monde. Don't forget, see you on Monday, 9 a.m. Watts. Our live class hosts Monday, Wednesday, and Friday by 9 a.m. Watts, Nigeria time. Merci, au revoir. Bisous. Merci à tous.